Hello, it's Pastor Penny, and it's Thursday, July 2nd. And we are doing the last of the Beatitudes today, the last one we're going to talk about anyway. And it's about peace. Peace, man. Peace, love, and tie-dye. Does that take you back to the 60s? Or some of you are not old enough to go back to the 60s. So here is the Beatitude. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. You're blessed when you can show people how to cooperate instead of compete or fight. This is the Message version. First one was New Revised Standard. That's when you discover who you really are and your place in God's family. So peace, love, and tie-dye. So this also reminded me of many years ago when I was in junior high, middle school. And I was part of the choir and we sang "Let There Be Peace on Earth." And that song is still around, I think. I just loved that song. And the words were very meaningful to me, even though I was only 12 or 13. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. So it reminded me of that. And then also kind of the stereotype beauty queen who is asked what she strives for, what will be her goal as Miss whoever universe. And she says, world peace. I want world peace. So those are just some random thoughts about peace. So in peacemaking, we must be innocent of malice and wise to the ways of the world. So we have to have a certain awareness of malice, but we need to stay away from it and know how to do that. And we need to know how to talk to people, how the world works, in order to be effective. It's about, like my parents used to tell me, it's more about how you say something than what you say in many instances. So when Jesus, this is an example, when Jesus rode into Jerusalem on a donkey, humbly and quietly, on Palm Sunday, remember? He was making this radical statement about the Messiah as a peacemaker. A donkey definitely doesn't symbolize martial supremacy and political power, right? He didn't come in on a fancy steed with a sword in his belt and all the things that people were another stereotype. People were looking for a king or a powerful ruler, and he was showing peace. So peacemakers who act for peace, who work for peace, pray for peace, make peace, are the ones that make a difference in the world. You can't just, you need to intentionally find a way to work toward peace. So some outstanding peacemakers in our time, and you'll recognize all of these, I think: Mother Teresa, Mikhail Gorbachev, Desmond Tutu, Nelson Mandela, Henry Kissinger, and Martin Luther King Jr. And there are many more, but those are some of the better known names. So of course, we can be better prepared to actively promote peace if we have personal, peaceful hearts. Finding peace in the midst of personal conflict is a challenge, but it's always a goal as Christians. And the gospel reassures us of that. In John, for instance, Jesus is talking to his disciples and he says, I've told you all this so that trusting me, you will be unshakable and assured, deeply at peace. In this godless world, you will continue to experience difficulties, But take heart, I've conquered the world. That's what Jesus, one of many, many things he says to his disciples at the Last Supper. And also in John, peace I leave with you, says Jesus. My peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives, but do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. So there is so much we could talk about having to do with peace. Personal peace, world peace, peace in other parts of our lives, and our country, and we could go on and on. But stick with Jesus and remember his words. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. Blessings.